So, how do you really handle pressure? Um, I think that first we have to redefine what pressure really is and what it means, because a lot of times we look at pressure as this weight bearing on us and just bearing down on us. So, think about it like this, man. Pressure is really just expectations. If you feel pressure from someone's applying pressure to you, you have to look at it as now we have high expectations of you. If you don't understand, when LeBron James left Cleveland and went to Miami, he felt so much pressure on him because the expectations we had of him and that team, they had to perform now. This is what we're expecting. And guess what? He put more pressure on himself because the expectations went up because he said, not five, not six, not seven, right? When Kevin Durant left, went to the Warriors, expectations rose for him, not necessarily for the team, but mainly for him. Left went to Brooklyn. Brooklyn said, we're here. Expectation now is here. So the pressure went from here to here. Went to Phoenix, here to here. So don't look at pressure as just this crazy thing that people are putting on you. And I feel so much pressure. I feel so weighted and da 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 da. Pressure is a present. Pressure is a gift. Pressure is something that you should accept. It's an honor to feel pressure because we have these expectations of you. We expect good things to come from you. So first, you have to rewire the perspective and how we view what pressure really is. And so it's also a level of it's a good mental and a good way to have, because I think about it like this, man. So it's me, my siblings, my mom and dad, right? So if something were to go wrong, if all of us sitting together and we're all together, right? If something were to go left, something were to go wrong, nobody's gonna turn and look at me and say, "Hey, B, what's going on? What we doing? What's the plan? What's the move?" If you do turn and look at me, I'm gonna turn and look at my dad because I'm gonna see what he said. Like, did you talk to my dad? What did he say? Did he say we doing this? Well, see what he says and then come back to me, because that's you know, that's where that goes. So the pressure is not on me, it's on my dad, because the expectations is for him to take care of all of us. So the next shift of that is not just also uh just it's also about really being responsible, level of responsibility now, because you're not going to trust a 5-year-old the same thing you trust a 15-year-old. You're expecting a higher level of responsibility. So we roll the ball out to you and say, hey, game's tied up, we're expecting you, we're putting the pressure on you to perform because we feel like you're a responsible enough player to deliver us this expectation that we're looking at. So we can't sit here and look at it as, oh man, I just feel pressure and weighted to do X, Y, and Z. No, no, no. It's a gift. If you're a finisher at the game, you closing out the game, we're looking at you to say, hey, you're responsible enough to handle this weight and this pressure to get it done. Right? So hopefully that frees some people up to be like, man, okay, I'm looking at pressure differently. But now how do you actually handle and deal with this? How do you deal with this weight and mantle of being pressured? Well, you make sure that you're as prepared as possible. Now, that's circumstantial, meaning that it depends on what situation it is. So, if the role or the expectation is you to be catch and shoot guy, so like a Steve Kerr, Clay Thompson, be prepared for that role. Whatever the expectations of you in that minute of or whatever the thought process says, hey, we're looking for you to do this, then you need to be ready to do that. Be as prepared as possible for it. So if I didn't prepare for this podcast, nothing we had to get done, I would feel a lot more pressure than I should have because I'm not prepared. Not to say you're not going to feel a little bit of anxious and a little bit of, that emotional connection to pressure, but I'm a little bit calmer here because I know what to do. I've done this enough times to where I know what to expect. I can do X, Y, and Z now. So prepare as best as you can for this minute, for this moment, for whatever the role is, to where now pressure is not here, it's a little bit here internally now. Outside is not going to be any different, but internally inside with you, that'll be the change. So first, change the view of how you view pressure, and once change that view of it, now you can really lock in a little bit more and say, hey, this is my role, this is what they expect of me. I can go kill it. And I can get off this podcast now because my 5 minutes are up. See you next week. Wait, wait, hold on. Time out. Hold on real quick. I just got a quick question for you. All right, okay, look. So where did you go? Like, what are you going after right now in your life? Right? Are you looking to make the team? Okay, you didn't make the team, but you're looking to figure out how to make the team coming up. Or maybe you made the team, but you're on the bench, you're not playing like you want to. Or maybe you're playing a little bit like you want to, but you're not a starter, or you're not finishing the games like you want to. Or maybe you're the player, but you're just not quite where you want to be as far as recognizing your county or maybe your conference or your state, whatever you're trying to be recognized at. Whatever your goal is, I want you to forget about that. Like, put it on the board or something, write it down in your phone, and just put it somewhere and tuck it away. I want you to take that goal, throw it over there, and now I want you to write a new one, right? I want you to write PROGRESS. Progress. I want you to make progress your goal. Okay? So take that big goal that you have now and take it, put it in your back pocket, and just figure out how to make progress and work towards that goal. Because sometimes we get so caught up on the goal of the end goal where we want to be that we don't keep working forward and working towards that goal like we should be. So every day I want you to wake up and figure out how to just make progress. How can I be better today than I was yesterday? It's new tomorrow. The same exact thing. Figure out how can I be better today than I was yesterday. It doesn't matter how good you are or what you did yesterday. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Your goal today is to make progress, be better than you was yesterday. And so if you need a reminder about that, all I want you to do is to have a reminder. I want you to go ahead and get one of these hoodies. Or you get you a t-shirt. I got a couple options for you. So get you a hoodie or a t-shirt just to remind yourself, just to keep it as a memento. To be like, man, today's goal is to make progress. My only goal is to make progress. Progress is the only goal. So if that fits you and you feel like you need to make progress to be your goal, go ahead and hit the link in the description below and invest into yourself. Invest into that reminder. Treat it like an alarm clock to remind you that you need to make progress. Make sure that you're focused and being intentional about the work that you have today. So progress is the only goal. Hit the description below to invest into yourself. It's not about me. Investing into yourself to remind yourself that progress is my goal for today. So that's enough for me, man. I hope I didn't interrupt you. Get back to the episode.